Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FML FPL. Okay! Welcome to FML FPL Milan.
This Walsh.
Oh man, the pileup is behind us.
Over. Thank God.
We did it, Joe.
Yeah.
The next game week is a while away, but I wanted to start with this question. New dude on Discord, Thriller10. He said, I just joined the Discord and the Patreon. Would anybody be able to explain in more detail how the upcoming cup and the mug league work? Thanks. Because Gameweek 22 is the start of the cup, I felt like this was relevant for our shillings.
That's fair. So the Mug League, first and foremost, is just the league that runs the whole year. And every month, the top three scorers get first, second, and third place mugs sent to them. Resets at the beginning of the first game week of the calendar month. And that's that. That goes just for the season.
Yep.
And the cup is, I mean, now they have, you know, my cups. We have a new cup every week and everything they put us in this game.
The official, yeah.
But basically, it's just a tournament style world, more like the World Cup, where there's group stages, and then it proceeds to a knockout round if you finish top X in your group, and we kind of look at the numbers and come up with that. And then top 8 get prizes, and first gets a custom kit,
grand prize. Yeah.
Yep. And that's that.
Good job with you. Yeah, the big difference is the group stage from the official game cups or whatever. You just lose and you're out. Group stage, you get to play everyone and have a chance always. So it's good. It's been a little bit better, a little bit more fair and better. Oh man. So how did your pileup end? Should I go Team Walsh here?
Let's go with your team. You
Let's
did well.
Go me, baby. I'm flying. Team Alon. Forget Team Walsh. Look at this.
And you had fucking Queeve just pen saving every week.
The greatest pen saving keeper in the history of the fucking Premier League is 4-5 in FPL. How fucked is that? Best pick in the game.
The one I started with and sold.
Oh yeah.
The best thing was like the actual pen when it was taken. The commentate. Do you remember?
Yes, that was unreal.
What was that?
Yeah, and and then the British guy, something extremely British. I don't remember. He's just like, the cheek. What you playing at? Or some shit like that. It's like, we talked to Panenka. He wasn't trying to disrespect. He was just trying to fool him. But yeah, Queeve. Like, I mean, literally. A fucking 6-year-old could just catch that ball. It was just literally floated to him grandma style, and he's just like, "Thank you. I have grippy gloves on. That's the freest thing of my life." So yeah, it's great for me. But
last year Sunderland penal taking came back to their.
Oh, were they bad at pens last year?
I think they missed all of them. I think they were like 0 for 5 or something. They were like 1 for 6 or. They kept changing the taker, and they just kept missing them all. Like it was something horrific. God,
crazy.
Like historically bad or something. But so yeah, you had Queeve. What else? You talk us through.
Queeve, yeah. I mean, Keane got the 5 points the hard way with a goal, a clean wipe, hit the post, and then a hair pull, violent conduct, red card for 5. Did you see Boys on that, by the way?
It's like he didn't.
It's not a deliberate tugging of hair was his evaluation.
Oh, it was an accidental tugging of hair?
And then someone tweeted like a response to that was just like, it was hair to hand. It wasn't hand to hair.
Yeah. It was a hair offense, not a hand offense.
Exactly. I got the double Arsenal clean today. All blanks in the midfield. Yep. Saka clean sheet, Tavernier clean sheet, Foden, all he does is ever blank, Cunha blank. An inch away from that Cunha goal. That fucking header off the line.
That guy, by the way, I've never seen him before in my life. He is like an actual savage human.
Yeah.
He was going ballistic every time
I actually loved it.
They panned to him.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And then Hodl Thiago comes through again with the 12, Captain Haaland, like everyone did. Just a good week. I went up a lot. I had a really good last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm up to 1.5 million is still bad, but I'm trending up, and I saved. I think I have 3 frees now, so yeah, that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good job by me.
Good job by you.
Yeah. Am I in 3 frees or 4 frees? I can't even remember. Yeah, 3 frees. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
You saved as well.
Yeah, saved as well. Didn't get 11 out again as well.
You didn't
Something
quite get 11.
Didn't quite. I tried, but it didn't happen.
You tried really hard, yeah.
That's been just the overwhelming theme of my festive period is not getting 11 men out. I've just been routinely not getting 11, and the Klein and the Pow hodling and the Fofana, like it's just out of control how I have these guys in my team. I don't even know how I ended up here.
It's like individually, Klein, W. Fofana, Pow. It's like, yeah, they're not individually any guys you would write home about and we would recommend bringing in for anyone. But the fact that none of them are playing in some of these weeks is pretty crazy. Like, you think one of them gets 20 minutes? Chelsea go down a 10. They sub on multiple defenders.
Hatto. Yep. Everyone else.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just like.
But that's like whatever 1 point.
It's a point. But it would feel better. It would feel better.
It would feel better. Yeah, it would feel better. I mean, the feels are not good feelings around these people, but blanks in the midfield, the whole set, and then Thiago and Triple Arsenal finally kept a clean sheet for the fucking first time in their stupid, miserable lives. So that was 6-6-6. And I went down a bit. So we're here. We're back.
It's more important that we both got a 3-pointer from Tavernier, I think, than anything else. I mean, that just is a huge haul.
Yeah, he had the one. He had that one chance, man.
That one chance,
fucked and just shot it right at the keeper. But that was a Munoz goal for sure.
Obviously, it's impossible, and it's even ridiculous to say. But I do wish there was something that could be done for it. It's like, my midfielder's actually playing wingback today. Can I get clean sheet points, please? Like, he's barely attacking. He's not even there, really. But, that's obviously not possible.
No, that's too soon.
Too soon. No league updates. There was a game today, and okay. Yeah, let's go. So, our next pod is not for. It's Thursday night now. A week from now we'll do another pod. So a little bit of a week off for us.
Yeah, it'll be my life. So.
Yeah, little time off. What do you want to kick off here?
I mean, it was a rough one for me because sometimes the midweeks work in my favor, depending on when I have a break to be able to watch games. And this one did not work so well in my favor, and I had to. So, I mean, I didn't watch. This was probably of the whole season, the least amount I've watched of games. And also it seemed like it was one of the most actually batshit insane game weeks that we've had maybe all season. With some of these games.
To be honest, they've sort of just blended into one for me. Like, was it last game week or 2 game weeks ago where there was the day where there was just like 3 0-0 draws and a 1-1 draw, and then there was another day when there was 500 goals, and this game week, like, I think there are a bunch of goals, but then it ends with the 0-0 Arsenal-Liverpool. It feels like low scoring and low quality, but the pileup is just, because I had not this game week, but I had a different game week also where it just didn't line up, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just watching no games. There's like 8 games on some day that I have to do something with, like Sharon's parents, and I'm just like, oh, I guess I just get to see 0 games today, and it's just, I don't know. The pileup's bad for everyone, man.
Everyone's out of rhythm. It's hard to make sense of it all. And I also don't understand why it happens. Like, why can't we just have more continuous weekend? Like, everyone enjoys the weekend when the games aren't on the weekends. Can't we just do that?
It's a tradition that has now.
It's a bad tradition.
It's a bad tradition that now is just teams play worse, way more players get injured, way more rotation for FPL. It's just, it ain't right. Meanwhile, Germany's just taking like a winter break and all their guys are also just, like,
bad.
Fresh.
We don't need that either.
Yeah, but
we just need to play on the weekend.
I want the players to be fit.
I mean, playing on the weekend is pretty fine. Like, we could just go back.
I would love that.
All right, we're not going to start any official campaigns here, but
No.
I mean, I think that the games, to me, I mean, there's like the Bournemouth late winner. I mean, the Newcastle Leeds game was absolutely unhinged.
That was fucking crazy.
I mean, the Everton double red card with Jack and Keane, like the Fulham.
Yeah,
like,
we had the pick of the litter. What you want to talk
there's
about?
A lot.
Here.
There's a lot to this. I mean, the Western Hams losing at home. Like, there's a lot of action.
Oh my god! And Nuno retaining his job, whereas rumors are Slot may not retain his job, and so. And then obviously Chelsea are playing with the caretaker, Man United are playing with the caretaker, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, it's very insane. The state of affairs in the league is very insane.
So should we talk about Bruno G, best pick in the game, another huge haul? Him and Rice.
Yeah, I mean Rice. It's just really fascinating with Bruno G because we do have like some previous with this, like with last year. I mean, he's 5-6 last year, 7-9 the year before, 4-5 the year before. Like these are not, blow down the house returns. And also, he only returns against the absolute shittest of fucking shit opposition teams. Like his hauls this year are Palace home when we were in the middle of it all, Leeds, Burnley again. City at home, outlier. Fulham at home, NFO at home back in the day when they were fucking dog shit. It's like, what do you do with this? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He spikes it.
Yeah.
He spikes it when you, like, in these moments, but like, what do you long-term hold and just watch him do nothing for 6 games out of 9? Right. And you're like, oh, this is a great pick. Like, I just don't even know how to process it.
We both know the answer, which is we're neither of us are getting.
I mean, we're never getting him.
There's literally no chance.
There's no chance.
He takes 0 shots in a game, in a 4-goal game against Leeds, and he still gets a goal because Gordon and Volt are off the pitch is the only reason he takes the pen.
I was surprised he took it over Wissa. I thought Wissa would have taken.
Yeah, maybe.
It's too junior, I guess.
Captain, leader, legend, or something, but. Yeah, I mean, the true answer is you just don't get him, and we will not be getting him, and everyone else will just keep getting double-digit hauls. I mean, he has 1 million double-digit hauls. It's really crazy.
It's a lot.
And I mean, what I was going to say is, like, if there is a player, and actually other Bruno's the player that comes to mind, that is sort of flat tracking and whatever, and you only want to start him, you don't want to start him in the really tough games, you start him in these games. That's actually really, really good for FPL. I've been saying this for years. Like, you actually want someone who's like that because it's predictable and captainable and all those things we like. Aforementioned Bruno Fernandes, like, we're probably not going to be getting him for home City and at Arsenal because he's probably not going to return in either of those games and just get yellow cards for dissent. And then we'll get him for the predictable run of points. Whereas I just don't think any of Bruno G's points are like that real to the point of where I'm like, oh my god, if he has another, at Wolves this week, zero part of me is looking at this to be like, oh, another double-digit haul is on the way. Like, what are we talking about here? So, and people are going to be like, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to indicate based on eye test or stats that he's a pick. Like, there's nothing there. It's like he's obviously,
aside from him being very good at football.
Yeah. Which is fair. And that, makes his stats, you maybe have to interpret his stats a little bit different. They're not the same as everybody. And also, I literally never expect him to get a double-digit haul because, like you just said, he didn't take a shot and he walks away with 11 points on a absurd outside the boot assist with an equally absurd finish by Jolington.
The header was
unreal.
Unreal, like a header from I was saying in Discord, because I think people still have a hard time like interpreting XG. Is like every inch away from the goal that you get with a header is like minus a shit ton of XG. I was like, that's like a 4%er in from a header from the penalty spot like that to be in the corner is just like insane. And he, 0 shots, takes a pen in stoppage time only because Gordon and Volt were just subbed, and Gordon was subbed like, I don't know, 5 minutes before the pen or something like that, so he wouldn't have even taken it. Yeah, I mean, he has 3 double-digit hauls in a row. I don't really remember his goal in the Palace game. You would probably remember better than me, but the Burnley game also was a stoppage time, empty net because Dubravka came out 35 yards from goal and he put it in an empty net, like similar to the McGinn John goal that everyone remembers. And it's just like, I don't know what the fuck. That's just random horseshoe luck.
Yeah. And I mean, there's something to be said too, also about just the seeming overwhelming tide of like everything that could be good happening for Bruno G this year is happening. Like, I mean, he's sitting there with 8 goals and 5 assists, and we're only through Gameweek 21. Like, one pro for him that feels very different to me in years past is that usually Newcastle are very tight and controlled. And Newcastle games this year have been absolutely unfucking hinged, whether it's home or away. So, like, just the chaotic, insane nature of their games just, I think, does give him a little bit of an advantage. But I think I do want to just mention, like, him in comparison to Rice is, you know, that there is the one still thing that Rice had. Like, we talk about his avenues, but the DEFCON avenues, like, Bruno G doesn't attack. Neither does Rice, really. I mean, he's more
in open play,
open play. But Bruno G also just never really, I mean, I think he's going to maybe like once this series DEFCON, but Rice has a really strong, you know, DEFCON return. So, you know, those are things that do get you into the like 51% if you're trying to get just enough about trying to convince yourself of like, this could be a pick.
Well, and you mentioned like, with Rice last week when our last pod, when we were talking about Rice a lot, is just, he's also just one of the best dead ball deliverers we've ever seen, honestly. And Bruno does not take corners, does not take free kicks. And that's just like a huge avenue, especially this season where open play goals are down and set play goals are up, is just any game. Rice can just do nothing in open play, get a corner assist, maybe get DEFCONs, and it's like, 8-pointer, you know, and it's just, you know, 9-pointer with bonus or something. And it's just, you know, he doesn't really have that. I mean, you know, so.
Like, I think sitting here, like, at the end of Game Week 38, it would be very unsurprising to me from this point forward that Rice is sitting in, like, the top 5 of midfield points total. It would be very surprising to me if Bruno G was also there.
Right. Yeah, I think
like in the top 5. Like, that's kind of how I see it. Like, and it's, you know, and you could sit there and just say, like, oh, like, fucking whatever, just guys, like, he's getting all these points. Come on, just get him and, like, just forget about it. And, like, that's a stance. It's just, you know, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, and it's a stance and it's a decision. If you want to just, you know, follow the wisdom of the crowd, whatever, forget eye test, forget stats, forget, you know, shots or whatever, go for it. You know, if you do that this season, you're fucking top 10K. Because every player that's
you're top 10K every year if you do that.
Every player that's randomly scoring 12 pointers is in your team, and they're not in our team, so it's good. But you know, I think it's more likely he falls off as well. And then, you know, the other Newcastle guy, Homburg and Josh, asked what on earth do I do with Gordon, who he's been scamming people left, right, and center. I mean, he hasn't scored. Actually, when's their next fixture? Their next fixture is Sunday, January 18th. January 15th will mark a year since his last open play goal. That's not great. Yeah, in the league. That's not great. And then obviously he came off early and just missed the pen, which is just, I mean, I would be so fucking tilted if I had him.
Didn't he also score? Did he score an offside goal in the game? Something? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many balls in nets in that game. I can't even remember.
I mean, like, this is why we are so bad and stupid, is that, like, we will be pounding our chests forever talking about how good Gordon is and how he's like their best player.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bruno G has double plus the amount of points. And we're just like, it's just so, I can't compute it. No. I mean, it's part of our problem, like a me and a you problem. But
yes, big time.
I mean, Gordon just looks so good every game. Like, every game he plays, he looks so good. And his minutes are obviously concerning. And I still just feel like it's going to come. I don't know. Like he's fit. He's obviously fit. He's playing well. And they just have such almost like you wish they had a injury crisis. They have the opposite of an injury crisis.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they have
available.
so many guys. Yeah,
They have so many guys. Like their bench is the best bench in the league every week. And, you're just a little bit sitting there with Gore of like, how is he not getting points? Like, how is he avoiding points so with such strong continuity of avoidance? It's perplexing.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the minutes though, because I mean, like Gordon is the poster child and reminder for everyone that minutes are still just king. Like if there's so many goals at the end of games, there's so many dumb pens at the end of games, goals in stoppage, winners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just being on the pitch for those minutes is a huge plus. You'll just find extra goals, especially for someone who's on pens, because that's part of the reason you get a guy like him is like, all right, well, maybe I'll luck into a pen, but if they're missing the last third of every game, that's a big problem because they only have some pens sometimes. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you get rid of him? Yeah, I mean, not before at Wolves. Right?
Yeah, I mean, like we've never got him this year, and like we've been like eyeing. Yeah, I mean, we've been eyeing him, and there were a couple of moments where I think we were both a little bit close with like the timing of things, and then something happened, and we didn't end up going there. I mean, so I mean, I was
playing really, really well. Like, yeah, I mean, going back to Gameweek 14, his returns are 6, 10, 1, 10, 2, 5. Great. But then he gets the 2-pointer subbed early against Palace, 1-pointer subbed early against Leeds, misses the pen, and it's like, fuck, what am I doing with this fraud?
Yeah, I mean, the minutes were a really, really big reason why neither of us have gotten him. Like, we've been trying, I think, to play this game differently with regards to how we see minutes, I think, as a trend for us.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm speaking for you, but yeah, like way we've... And, when that is happening and we have that whiff of like, okay, this is really more of like a 75-minute guy, especially when 90 minutes is actually more like 100 now because of how long the second half stoppage time is like. And then also, I mean, just to take also more of what you were saying about the pen share is like, to me anyway, this is how I conceptualize it, is like a team has 100% of the share of pens of every team is 100%. And the percentage is correlated 1-to-1 with the minutes. So if your player's playing you have Enzo and he's on pens and he's getting subbed at 65, his pen share is like,
65%.
70%. Yeah, it's like 70%. Yeah. So that's not great. Like, it has to be a cherry on top, not a reason to own.
This is the only guy we're owning him. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, and I mean, the minutes also, just to harp on it one last time, it's like, I think it must have been like 5 game weeks ago, but that was only like 2 actual weeks ago. But I think we were talking about Gordon versus Cunha versus Verts. And we were saying like, we're really scared of the Gordon minutes. And Cunha's done his fair share of blanking, right? But multiple, like 3 2-pointers for Cunha versus 3 1-pointers for Gordon, that's an assist. He got an extra assist of just appearance points. And that just fucking makes a big difference when you're picking these guys for like 6 game weeks before you go to Bruno or, whoever else people are getting. And it just adds up.
Yeah, I mean, Cunha hit the absolute bare minimum number of points I would have expected him to hit.
Yeah, and we talked about it too with pens, is he had 100% share when Bruno
didn't win one.
Hurt, and they just didn't get one, so it didn't matter. But he got his 2 9-pointers. He almost scored against Burnley, almost scored other goals too. So bare minimum was pretty good, pretty okay. Yeah. Speaking of Cunha and Bruno, here's 3 questions for you. Clamberger said, do we swerve United assets for the next 2 weeks or bring Bruno in immediately? Chris G, is there any reason to not yeet Cunha out of my team the minute the break is over? And then Fred said, is Saka to Bruno an easy move? If so, now or for Gameweek 24 for United's better run? So, like, Cunha immediately out is a yes, I think, for both of us.
Oh
Tell
my
me
God,
if I'm
there's
wrong.
no question.
Yeah.
There's no
And then
world,
Bruno
no way
not
in life that he's in
in.
my team.
And there's Bruno not in is also like a no-brainer for me. Is it? Or do you see it the same way?
No brainer. Absolute no brainer. I mean, I think you're just patently insane. Like check your levels if you're doing that now. Like they should just get routinely thumped in both of the next 2 games, and it's just not. They're not the games you want them for.
Yeah.
So,
he could always DEFCON or get an assist or get a pen. He's obviously a great pick, but the likelihood of it being against these 2 teams is just pretty low. And yeah, I think you just plan for 24, right? And then you just get them then. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're also just in this enormous transitionary period. Like,
yeah, we still don't even know who's going to be there. I thought it was going to be Ole, and then now it's like, oh, don't know, maybe not Ole.
It could just be Fletcher for the rest of the season.
Fletch.
Like, who knows? I mean, it's also very startling that they just play the worst team in the league and they can't win. Like this is a bad team.
I mean, I thought they actually played pretty well. I don't know if you agree, but like, freak own goal in a worldie basically is the only thing Burnley did the entire game.
They had their moments though. I mean,
they had some moments.
They carried threat and they were fucking things up in their final ball and their final action. But I mean, as you would expect of Burnley, but frankly, like I don't care. You just win the game. Like you just
you find a way to win, and they didn't find a way to win. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, they found a way to. They found a way to lose by drawing. Is how I saw the game.
Yes,
and they had chance. They should have won the game on balance, I think.
Yeah,
and they just didn't. And that's worrying because you would expect like everybody's getting that lift of like, okay, we didn't like this little Portuguese guy who's just saying crazy shit to the press and throwing us under the bus all the time. And, the rot didn't stop. Like it was, they're unbeaten in 4, but I mean, drawing Burnley, drawing Leeds, drawing Wolves, this is not like a top 5 pace. And, playing City and Arsenal, it's not like, okay, I just want to close my eyes and get it in immediately. So I have it for the long term. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, they're just going to lose those games. Like,
they should lose comfortably in both of those games. And, by the time Game Week 24 and home Fulham shows up, Bouma will be back and integrated. Ahmad will be back and integrated. They'll probably have a manager. I doubt it's Fletch, but I guess it could be Fletch. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons to just hold off. So
I mean, Bruno also be fully fit. Like he wasn't fit. I mean, he was barely
he was. Fit. He said after the game he was gonna. There's a planned sub for 45 to 60, and they pushed it to 60 because they weren't winning. But
yeah.
So,
but I mean, after these 2 pass, though, I think Bruno's
for sure
back to. I mean, you just go back and like don't forget, like don't have the short-term memory of like him missing a few games. I mean, he was so good, and he will be so good in FPL
he missed
for the rest of
and
the
he
season.
Still missed multiple pens. I'll never forget that because I started with him in Game Week 1, but. He's sitting there. He's still 4th amongst all midfielders with multiple pen misses. Like that's fucking crazy, and an injury.
Well, when it's also like, I mean, we haven't discussed this, I guess, but we don't even know where he's going to be playing. I mean, I don't think he's going to be playing.
We have no idea.
I don't think he's going to be sitting deep, like carrying water anymore. Like the next manager's probably going to push him up because he's not good. Like they're probably going to push him up, so that's going to be good. Like that's going to be better for FPL.
Yeah, worse for DEFCONs. Way better for open play attacking returns.
Yeah,
so we take those.
So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little lifestyle to interject here from Jeff D. He said, a question for my dear wife who overheard the pod. What does it mean for one to haul?
The whole pod?
Yeah, she overheard. I guess maybe played it in the car or something. What does it mean for one to, quote unquote, haul tits?
I don't know.
Score many points.
Yeah. I
mean, that's all it means.
It means what you think it means. There's no subtext. There's no hidden meaning.
Yeah, doesn't it sound good? Isn't it something you want to do?
Sounds great. Like I want to haul tits. Like if I could be surrounded by tits, hauling them all over the place all the time, I would be doing that if that was acceptable.
Exactly, but it's not.
So
we do it in an imaginary football game.
Yeah, we do it exactly. We just tell each other and internet friends to haul tits.
Exactly.
Easy.
Let's talk about some Man City.
Oh my god, that was another insane game.
They have been the opposite of scamming. Like
this insane passage of play for Man City is the reason why I am just not doing well in FPL. And that lasts like 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, Fed and Psych wondering what to do with Foden. Fed said, give me some Man City copium. 3 goals in 3 games, not enough. Foden 6 blanks in a row for 8-8 is crazy. Keeping him feels like sunk costs. Fleece said, is this the start of Foden getting less minutes and more benching? 72 minutes last night. No goal involvement since game week 16. Semenyo in. And Jesus fucking Christ. My Foden bullet dodging, or maybe bullet receiving, is just so crazy. Bring him in game week 6 for 1-3-3-1. Transfer him out for 4-3-2, 15, 17, 12, 11. Bring him back in for 3-2-3-2-2. Cannot make that up. He's averaging 2 points per game in my team and started every single game.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sunderland game, like going back all the way to game week 19, which again was just like a fucking week ago, but the Sunderland game, like they should have scored 3 goals in that game. They
should have scored 6 goals in this Brighton game.
They beat the absolute shit out of Sunderland, somehow didn't score. Yeah, the Brighton game, when Cherki came on,
oh my God.
He played, what, 20 minutes? I don't even remember. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that?
20, something.
He created
small.
2 big chances, got 2 big chances, like legitimately could have had like
17, yeah.
17 minutes. He could have had like a triple return, not like unfairly.
Well, I mean, they would have gotten the one return and the game would have stopped being played. But yes, I mean, the
quality of chances.
Yeah, it was Haaland, and they were all to Haaland. Like all of those he created were to Haaland.
Yeah, Ayari and all these fucking randos in Brighton were just passing the ball to like Bilva in their own defensive third.
Ayari was
leading to ridiculously huge chances and just not being converted. I just don't think these 3 draws in a row are really representative of what the team is. Even though they're not a great team, they are a great attack. And they should, you look at Man United, home Wolves, at Spurs, like they should still be like 3+-ish in all those games. Like likely to score the most goals out of any team in all 3 of those game weeks, probably.
I mean, Ayari was Magasa levels of diabolical. I don't even know how he stayed on the pitch for so long. I mean, we know Baby Manager likes to make subs like every 5 seconds, but
meanwhile, Baby Manager just takes points off Pep for fun.
Yeah, for fun.
He's just like
mind games them. This was the least deserving point he's ever received in his entire existence.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, I expect City to just score 3 every game. Like when they don't score 3, I'm just like, what happened? When they don't score 3, the underlines indicate they should have scored 3. It's not like, they had an off day. It's just like, no, they were fucking up monumentally like their Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been doing for the last few weeks. And it's perplexing. I mean, it probably just pile up related and, it's just missing that little bit of sharpness or, whatever it is to make the shot like be a goal instead of a sail or whatever. But, they play Man United, horrendous defense, no spine. Home Wolves probably going to be a little more of a banana, but they usually destroy Wolves, to be fair.
They usually take care of business in a way that like Arsenal and Liverpool have not been doing.
Have trouble
like
with Wolves historically.
Yeah.
And then Spurs, I mean, Liverpool away, like, that'll probably be a little tougher. But yeah, I mean, you just look at it in general. It's like, you have full confidence in their attack.
Full confidence.
Yeah. And the defense was as ropey as we anticipated. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to look, but
I actually disagree. I think it was that bad.
You thought it was as bad?
Yeah, I think they got away with there were some offsides that were really close. There were some one-on-ones.
I didn't watch this game. Yeah.
They were fucking open as hell. This new kid who just comes in, plays his first ever Man City game. He's fucking 20, has no idea what's going on. They have no fit center backs, really, except Kusanov. As a Nico owner, like the benching doesn't bother me at all. I don't care.
You just gotta get out.
But they did not look like they were anywhere near keeping it clean in that game.
No, they shouldn't keep cleans. I mean, this defense should not keep cleans.
Yeah, Diaz out for a long time. Gvard out for even longer. Stones is is never in. That's how far out he is. Ake, Pep's like, he can't play regular games. He's fucking made of paper.
I mean, it was so bad that Rico Lewis got minutes.
Yeah. I mean, as good as Rodri is and looking like he's getting to full fitness and stardom levels, it's just like they're just gonna be gotten at. Like even Man United and Wolves are actually great examples of teams that will probably concede 3 and they'll score. Yeah. Both those teams will probably score.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so Nico O'Reilly all of a sudden feels like a problem, basically just because of these injuries, and I just don't expect cleans. I just straight up don't expect cleans.
He's a problem in the price. Like, you look at that spot in your team, and he's a start every week spot. Like, it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You don't want to share there, and you'll.
And I want Cherki, but I am a little worried about Semenyo. I mean,
well, let's talk about that. So
actually gotten over the line, but Fabrizio said, "Here we go." So I don't know what the delay is.
Well, the medical, I think they're letting him get the extra game. You know, he won the game for them. I think that was the thing, is like they were like, okay, let's shake hands on this, and he'll go do the medical on Friday, and he wins the game, and you have the cup, so then he'll be there for the following weekend, and and now it's also still at the beginning of the transfer window phase, so Bournemouth can start doing their business, right? But I mean, to me, people are saying like, oh, like Cherki, like, and you're expressing some skepticism there, but like, to me, it's just like Bilv is fucking done.
I know.
Like,
well, his minutes should be completely excommunicated. But
he's been playing a lot of minutes.
I know.
Like, I mean,
Doku's he has so many moments.
He sucks. He's fucking 36 years old or something. He should have left to Spain to play for Girona 3 years ago. He's been a corpse of what Bilv used to be. And like, I mean, to me, like, that's the replacement. Like, not Cherki. Like, I mean, Cherki's just
not Cherki, not Foden. I don't think either.
No, of course not. Like, it's maybe Reindeers, and I mean, Reindeers never play. Reindeers, Doku, Bilv, and Semenyo. Like, with Semenyo being first in that list. I mean, I guess Reindeers could play a little bit deeper some games if Rodgers not playing. So that it depends. It depends on the opposition. But like, are Semenyo's minutes not going to be like really good? Like, I mean, they have Nico like back there. I mean, what's the deal? Like, is he just going to be in and out because he's new, or what? Like,
I don't really know. You don't usually buy a player who's like in his prime, in the peak of his fitness, to like be in and out, right? Like, you buy him to like make the team better immediately, which to me just means like left wing, right? Like, that's like, he should just play left wing. Like, Doku had his like few games of like, oh, Doku turned a corner. He's just Doku. He's always been Doku.
He's still the same.
Yeah.
And corners, goes down for pens, like, will make a pass into the area, so like, and beat his man immediately in front of him maybe twice a game, and is an outlet.
Right.
He's a very
great off the bench
tool.
too. Great off the bench. Bring him on against a tired team, like, they're fucked. He's gonna win a pen and do crazy shit and move the ball up the pitch and whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think Semenyo is just like, he's going to probably be their left winger sooner than later, which I think should not affect Foden or Cherki very much, if at all. Because Foden is just a central midfielder now. He doesn't play wing anymore.
Yeah.
And Cherki is just their second best attacker.
Doesn't it just affect them in that they get better because the team's so much better?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, probably.
So what do you do? I mean, we have both barely owned Semenyo. I mean, you had him for a little bit.
No, I had him for a while. Yeah, I had him for a while.
I mean, I haven't owned him all season, but
yeah.
Is he good to buy? Is he a hold? Is he a sell and then wait and see? Like, what's the...
Yeah.
What do you do?
I mean, I guess you hold if you're an owner, right? We just talked about City's fixtures and how good they are for goals. I mean, he's not going to not play, any of these games, right? So I guess you hold if you're an owner. The thing, as like, since we don't own, it's definitely a different perspective. I just don't. It's just hard to imagine a world where he's like he's inserted into the City team and he's taking shots from Haaland. Like, is that what we're meant to believe? Like, someone who never shoots like Doku, and it just Semenyo all of a sudden is shooting like 4 times a game. I can't imagine a world where Pep's like, this is great. I love this. Keep shooting from 20 yards. Like, this makes me fucking horny for you. So I don't really know exactly how it's going to work. I mean, he's a good player. He's good at a lot of things. He's 2-footed, etc. But it doesn't necessarily make Semenyo better just because he's going to a better team and system, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's also just really hard, like just trying to use your imagination and like, you say left wing, like he's never like really played left wing before. I mean, he's usually on the right over there.
He
I mean,
just plays everywhere. Yeah,
he's striking a little bit, but
yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong in talking about how I asked, but I feel like he's like never played left wing for Bournemouth. Like I feel like he's always been on the right. Yeah, I feel like he's always been on the right or central.
Maybe,
but,
yeah, maybe.
Or a little bit behind. I'm trying to think back like when he was like 2 years ago when he was like 5 million or something in the game. But like no, I mean it's obviously like they're not going to change the system and the structure of funneling to Haaland. And also like when Doku would, explicitly try and win a corner or make a pass, and like Semenyo could also just still kind of like do that. Yeah. And also sometimes shoot, like a couple times. Like he's probably not going to hit, the four shots or whatever that he's getting with Bournemouth when he's their best player and the team's built around him. But like it's always hard to extrapolate or to imagine like how these players from these lower, lesser clubs and their job and their role and how the team is flowing are going to do when they get implanted into like, okay, well now you're the 8th best player on the team instead of the literal number 1 stone best. Yeah. And, you look around, you're like, how do I fit in? Like, what does my skill set do here? What does it look like? Like, that's always a very perplexing kind of like puzzle to try and to solve before it happens. I mean, and it's also, I mean, we're going to not even probably have a good answer of this at the end of the complete season after 38 game weeks when he's there for, 15, he plays 15 games or whatever, 20 games or 30, I don't know how many other competitions, right? But I mean, that is, I think, from FPL, the FPL standpoint is you have to see, like, look at the state of the squad, make your best guess of like where he's going to be and how he's going to be utilized. And then like, is that a bet you want to make? Like, do you want to hold or do you want to be like, and be first to the party on the City train? Or do you want to sell and observe and then buy back in if you like what you see? Yeah. Or do you want to buy because you have an idea that like this could be really good and, he's actually being faded too much than what you think he's going to represent in the immediate term. Like those are all the questions, and they're hard to come up with. Yeah, answers,
I don't know the answers for sure.
Well, no one does.
No one does, and I think back to Jack, who's probably like a most similar like time in their career type of transfer, main man in Villa. 6-12 the year before he came to City, and then he only played 1,900 minutes in his first year for City, and he was 3-3, and then the next year he was 5-10. He never reproduced or exceeded Villa numbers. Yeah, with City, not one time.
And he was 100 not 65.
He was 100 million, and he was unbelievable, and he was great for City, and they won
for a little bit.
They won 3 times in a row with him 2 out of those 3 years being a starter. But
being a squad player. Yeah,
but like for FPL, it only made it worse. I mean, he just basically became like nothing, so
I think the thing too, though, with City is like we can also look back and, with Pep, and that's like the dream is like he has had so many years of teams where they have supported like 4 or 5 incredible FPL pick attackers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it's like we have Dilv and Yaya and Kuhn and Sane, Raz and Mahrez. I mean, these aren't all players overlapping at the same time, but like these are, Jack. Like there are times where we have Dzeko and Aguero. And Kuhn, so it's like we think about just City in general under Pep and. This feels like the most attacking Pep team we've had in probably like 4 years or so. And there is also part of me that's just like, I do sort of just want as many shares as I can get.
I know.
And like this, I mean, this is an opportunity to have 4. That's hard to do.
You better make the transfer soon if you want 4. Because you're already Haaland, Foden, Cherki, right? So are you going to do Cunha to Semenyo? Sicko hour.
I've been thinking about it.
I don't think it's stupid.
I've been thinking about it.
The
biggest problem with it is that it locks everything else.
You can't make any other transfers.
You can't do it.
Because you have 3 frees also, right?
Yeah.
So you would have to just rip all 3 simultaneously, because any day now, Semenyo is just going to be a City player in the game, and then you're locked. So you got to just use your frees, I think, and just
more or less
stockpile, fix any issues as far as you can see them. Start stockpiling and just hold your 4 City as long as possible. I don't think it's fucking insane, honestly.
It's insane.
It's insane, but I don't think
probably
it's insane.
won't do it, and I am thinking about it.
I probably won't do it, but I might do it.
Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. Love that. What were the other crazy games that happened? I mean, Chelsea got another red card. Harry Wilson is.
I want to talk about Harry Wilson. Did we talk about him last pod?
No, because I think he was knocked, but I think we talked about him maybe 2 pods ago or 3 pods ago or something. Okay. I don't know. Nate pod maybe.
Okay, we need to have a very serious Harry Wilson conversation right now.
Talk to me about Harry fucking Wilson. I've been watching this guy play, by the way, for
too many years,
decade. Yeah.
What do you see with Hilson right now?
The thing
he's 5'8".
Yeah, the thing he's always had is just an unbelievable left foot. His ball striking ability has always been top tier elite. That's why he's still in football, even though he's athletically not that good. He's not that great of a passer. There's a lot of deficiencies in his game. But if he's fit, which also is really rare, he's usually not fit for a season, and he's getting shooting opportunities, it just doesn't seem crazy to me that he can turn shooting opportunities into goals, because he's elite. He's elite at shooting with his left foot. And you watch that Chelsea game, and it's 1 goal was his fucking floor in that game. He drew the red card, which would have been a 1-on-1 with whoever was playing keeper for them that day. I don't even remember if Bob was back or not. Drew the red card, which probably would have been a goal, honestly, the way he's playing. He also had an offside goal that was another great finish. That was a fucking inch offside because of Jim's back heel. And then he scored the winner later. So just scoring the 1 just seems his floor of points there. He's playing so well. And it's we're talking about Bruno G and how he's not really a pick. He doesn't do this and that in open play. And shit is unsustainable. Harry Wilson is not that. He shoots a lot and he has good underlying numbers and he's actually fit. Him playing all these 90s in a row is very rare for him. I don't know. I mean, I probably should just get him. Should have got him the first time around. I was on the pod the first time around when I was being yeah, we should probably just get him. He's fucking unreal when I free hit him. We didn't get him, and yeah, he just keeps returning.
He's an incredible pick. I think this is one of the most bizarre, almost like a heel turn or something of what he is and has been in our lives to what he is showing us over the last couple months, where I'm completely with you about the sustainability of this. I'm accepting that he's not a striker. I mean, he's a 5'8", mid. He's not even a mid-price mid. He's just a low-priced mid.
Yeah, he's a cheap mid. Yeah.
The difference of what I've been seeing though, that's changed thing, and it's probably taken us too long. I mean, before the Chelsea game, when I did the little solo stream without you, there were only a few people coming on, and every single person I was get Hilson. You should be probably getting Harry Wilson for this.
Oh, I didn't know that. I love that. You should have told me that. I should have got him.
Yeah, I was you should probably get Harry Wilson for this guy that sucks or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the team is sort of built around him right now. And the minutes are there. And the minutes have never been there with him. He's always, his whole career until the last couple of months, been not only in and out of the team, but always subbed. I mean, just blowing out of his ass and always subbed on 60. He's the first player to be subbed between 60 and 75 every single game. Boom, you just set your clock to it. He's getting subbed. So we know he's not the most, his X stamina in whatever video game you play is not going to be high. And also like he's just getting into these positions, and Fulham have been, I mean, they were pretty dire for a little spell there in the winter and in between the international breaks. But I mean, they've been playing like with like this like very, I mean, they haven't been playing the toughest opposition. Like they had like Burnley, NFO, Western in a little bit of a row. I mean, Chelsea against without 11 men is a different thing also. And, they play Liverpool. They always play Liverpool really well. But, I mean, you just watch the game. It's like, he's the player that they like gravitate around and towards. Like 100%. He's the guy. It's not Jim, like it's him. And it seems like he's just relishing the opportunity, and he's just hitting a new height of his career that, probably people didn't really expect that it would ever happen and click like this for him, because he's been sort of just bang average for so long, coming up with kind of these like wonderful moments, but all just like it was a free kick or it was a sub goal, but like there was never the consistency in the it just seems like he's just taking a step forward before our very eyes. And like from an FPL standpoint, like, I mean, all these things are just kind of like, the conflict, like all of these things put together is just great pick. Like he's a great pick. And unless if he gets injured, like he should continue to be a great pick for at least the next, 15 weeks, like for the rest of this season. Like he should just be great. They're not going to make we know that Fulham's January is not going to be comprehensive. Like it's going to probably be more or less more of the same, with maybe a couple of fringe like teenagers added. Like, and the team as currently constructed is just like Kevin's still getting a little more minutes. I mean, they're playing a little bit more attacking. I mean, maybe they'll add a striker. They'll probably add a striker. But I mean, the way that Jim plays,
one, dude. Jim is huffing and puffing.
I mean, he's huffing, but also like you just see the way Jim plays. I mean, it basically facilitates Hilson. Like he just all Jim really wants to do is just create space and lay it off and like just run.
Thiago sort of like he's just
similar.
flicking to the other guys, just getting in the way, occupying center backs and stuff.
Yeah. He's not as like powerful or as much of like a unit, but he plays very similar. So I mean, you just look at Hillsum. It's just like, I mean, he's a no-brainer. Like he's just a no-brainer pick to me at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's just one of those guys. Like he's totally the guy. 10 years from now, we'll be like, remember that Harry Wilson season, and I'll just be like, oh my god, that was crazy, because he just has that like. You're not in the same way, but he has that like Podolski thing about him where it's like he just let him strike the fucking ball. Just get him multiple opportunities on his left foot and he'll make it worth your while. Like I'm not going to run numbers right now, but he's an elite finisher by XG, always has been. And it's just like you said, it's just been minutes, consistency, able to get shots, or the team being built around him, yada, yada, yada. And it just seems like all of those things are now true for him. And he's just answering the call.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Love him. He's such a good pick. Just such a good pick. And I've literally never been on him.
You've never rated him
ever.
Yeah.
No, I've always rated the thing he can do.
Yeah.
I've never rated him as a player. And it's like, it just took Milv years to get it, but it looks like he's got it. Like it looks real. Like it looks real.
It looks real. I mean, listen, 6 goals in 1,100 minutes last year is not nothing.
It's a lot.
That's a fucking shitload of goals. So it seems like it might have started last year a little bit. He had his highest shots per 90 of his career last season before getting injured.
1,100 minutes is a fucking piss take.
So he got injured eventually, and he fell off a cliff, and et cetera. But
their sub appearance, like it's 6 goals is
But
it's just
he's just hitting his prime.
The returns per 90 is off the charts, but that's a joke of a stat. Like But now the returns per 90 are also very good. But they're actually like relative to playing 90 every game.
Yes.
And that's what you want, right? And we're there with him. So
we're there.
Yeah,
Harry Wilson.
He's I mean, huge
We're
capital
throwing
letter
curveballs
buy.
to everyone, right? Everyone's expecting us to say, no, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, no, it's
blah, blah, blah."
Hailson is fucking.
He's been
sustainable.
literally doing this for a decade.
He is
like,
the
I'm
real
not
deal.
exaggerating. He's always had this freakish ability. I mean, he's literally always had it. Since XG existed, he's been absolutely god tier elite finisher.
Yep.
Okay, let's run through some questions. Or is there another game that we should talk about? I'm scanning through. I mean, there was.
I mean, the Everton shit was just.
Yeah, Everton.
Jack was so funny.
The clapping
It was just.
is
It was just so funny.
I love the clapping.
It was just too much for me. It's just
laughing in the ref's face, clapping. It's so good.
On a card to do the chav behavior from the chat. He is
exactly who he thought he was every time.
It was just beautiful. Like that was one of the moments of the game week for sure.
I love Jack.
He's just great.
I love
just look at him and smile. Like his funny hair,
Jack.
Just the way he plays. It's just everything
stupid
about him is,
in a fun way.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, it's just great. I love Jack. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, we'll touch some of these on the questions probably.
Let's do the questions. Go for it.
So Mo said, who are the best mid-price defender replacements for Nico O'Reilly? So there we go. Nico O'Reilly out. I mean, I still think Tarko's on there. I still think
he's not mid-priced, is he?
Well, I mean, I guess not, but he's close to O'Reilly price, so I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, fine.
Frimpong too is also the same, right? He's like 5'7". I mean, Frimpong now Bradley's
good. Connor's dead as fuck.
I mean, the way his knee twisted was like, that's really bad. That's probably a pull or something bad.
I was thinking about that because my initial thought was like, ooh, Frimpong's interesting. But like, we don't really want 100% of Frimpong playing right back. Like, we want some right wing shares, and if they have literal no other right backs, and he's only playing right back, I don't know. I'm like, he's still 5'7". Like, he's not cheap.
I don't actually agree. I mean, like, there have been games. I think it was. Did he start the Wolves game? My memory's not.
He did. My
brain is a little bit dead. Game. I think that game, or it was the next one. I think that game he was right back. Yeah, it was that game because Chiesa started and stuff, and he was right back. He was in the final third the entire game.
Yeah. But that's home Wolves. I mean,
that's home Wolves. But there's home Burnley this week, and then Bournemouth will be crazy, and then home Newcastle will be. But my point is just he gets forward no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
yeah.
There were so many moments in today's game where, like, ultimately it didn't lead to anything, but Liverpool players were just like, I'm just going to fucking loop and curve one into that corner because Frimpong will just beat literally anyone there. It doesn't matter who they are or how much of a head start they have. So, I mean, he's just going to get attacking returns and he start pretty much every game. And I think he's a pick,
I mean, it does feel like maybe it is closest to like the Munoz element. And
which is another guy we should mention too, right? Because he was back soon, and Palace, the Pileup's over. Palace can maybe go back to normal soon. AFCON guys will be back soon.
Well, we're also pile-upping with our two-legged Conference League thing, but I mean Munoz, Munoz, not for right now probably, but like soon we'll be back in the reckoning. But I mean, with Frimpong, like the attacking returns could be at such a rate, and they always have been with him in his career, that if he's playing right back or right wing, it's not like doesn't matter too much. And I mean, Gomez is still there. Like if he wants to run both of them, that's fine. He can do that. So I mean, maybe Frimpong is like the big edge diff or whatever.
Yeah, it could be from season a little bit there. Any other defenses you like right now? It's so hard after the Pileup to even remember who kept cleans or didn't keep cleans. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Sunderland away is a problem. Like, I think we have a pretty decent little set here over the last couple months where like their away games are very, very not congruent with what they do at the Stadium of Light. So, just as an aside, like if you have Alderete or Mukiele or whoever, like it seems like everybody has a Sunderland defender.
Yeah,
you probably are at the point where it doesn't matter who they play away. You just don't want to start them in those games.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean the I was like having Nah, it's like you can't. Like you just can't there. I think there's just nothing. Like Botman came in, like Chow getting subbed at ripped at half after the errors.
Also,
like
you look at the fixtures, it's just
the good ones are done, sort of, right?
Yeah, I mean, at Wolves is obviously good. Home Villa's okay. At Liverpool, home Brentford are not good. At Spurs, at City, it's shaky. It's really shaky. Yeah.
I mean, I think you're still in good shape with like Richards. I mean, he's 4-5, 4-4 or whatever.
I think Palace
4-4
is
at this point.
I expect them to come back to being like one of the teams we want shares in.
Yeah, I mean, we also did have a difficult fixture run coinciding with the pileup. We had really, and it's about to get a bit easier. I think the one thing with us though that I will say that it's been startling to me that I haven't had a feeling about in a while is like Henderson looks like he's just like getting much worse. I don't know what's going on with him in terms of commanding the area. We look susceptible on every set piece. We have been for the last month. I don't know what he's doing. Like it's something. It's bad, and it's just something that I've been clocking, and it's sort of like building from just watching us play, and I'm a little bit concerned about that. We also have to note too, right, with if Gahey leaves, which I think fucking pray to God that we get a fee for him and he does leave, that's not going to improve the defense.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's not catastrophic because I really like that Canvo kid that we have.
Yeah, he seems to be good. Yeah.
I think he's just gonna, he's so young and I think he's just already like fairly competent. Like he should continue to get better. And I also expect Riyadh to come back. He had a couple good games before he got hurt 2 years ago. He's been always the replacement for these kind of guys. It's just the injury really set him back. So I think he should be coming back soon. So I think we'll still be okay. But that's knocking around there. And I still just like also just, you look at Villa. They like to kind of just like not have games happen. And it's a problem if Bizot is actually playing instead of Emmy. But their defenders are fucking cheap as shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
they fit in this category. And the other guys too is a fucking, I don't know what to make of Van de Ven, man. Like
Donger.
This is
Official
also,
Donger.
it's almost, this is like a Rice Bruno G thing where it's like, we have these reasons of like Frank out and they suck and blah, blah, but it seems like every game or every couple games, there's like a huge moment where he's at the absolute center of whether it's him, like he almost donged, he almost got an assist on he almost got an assist on a pen that was not given. That was close. He doesn't DEFCON, which is always going to be an issue for him. But like Spurs also just kind of have these random games that are non-events, and they just keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
So, he's 4 or 5. Like you could do worse. You could do much worse. So I think his name's in there too.
I think
Collins.
honestly Chelsea too. Collins has been hauling absolute tits. Speaking of hauling tits, but Chelsea also, I just want to throw in there because, obviously new manager, Cucurella gets the red card, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They have really good fixtures. I don't know anything about Liam as a manager. I haven't had the chance to read about fucking Strasbourg and how they play or whatever. But, Chelsea's players are still good. Their midfield's really good. They have some good defenders, really good fixtures. Upcoming, they have a home Brentford, they have a home West Ham, at Wolves, home Leeds, home Burnley. That's a pretty crazy run. I think they should be in there.
But it's like only Chalobah, really, right?
Yeah, Trevo is the clear guy.
5-5.
DEFCONs and stuff. It's kind of funny.
He's the only one that plays every game, right?
Yeah.
He's just the only guy that plays that no one else.
I guess we don't know who Liam will prefer. Who knows? He plays fucking Hato every week or Gusto every week or something crazy. But it might just be Trevo. You might be right there. Anyway, that's a lot of defenders. X50 said, for those of us who got Ekatike in for Thiago a few weeks back, should we just admit the mistake and reverse our move? And that hurts.
Selling Thiago is not on the table anymore, as far as I'm concerned. We
will own him through Gameweek 38.
Most likely, I personally, I was entertaining selling him a few weeks ago, and and I didn't. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like old me would have sold the fucking.
Yeah, we were patting each other on the back a little bit. Like, look at us.
Yeah, like we're sort of learning a little bit on this thing, and yeah, it just feels like with him, it's hard mode if you don't have him, because making up his points elsewhere is going to be tough. Like he's just been returning. He's the second highest goal scorer in the division behind Haaland. Like
he's the highest. I don't know if you heard this. The most goals by a Brazilian in Premier League history in a single season.
He's already done it. January. Yeah, that's insane. But
how insane is that?
Yeah, I mean, when your closest competition is rich, I guess you'll be able.
No, I mean Firmino, Coutinho, Jesus. I don't know.
Midfielder, yeah. But yeah, you just get him. I think you don't want to be. I don't think you want to be playing against that.
But are you doing Ekitike to Thiago this week when Ekitike is home Burnley? At least wait for a presser or something. We can at least wait
closer to the deadline. I mean, if there's any whiff of uncertainty around Ekitike's fitness, then you just do it.
Just do it, yeah.
But if it's like, yeah, no, he's fine, he's been training, he's back, he's good, then yeah, I probably would at least give that one more week.
Yeah.
But who else we have here? Like who are you have Haaland, obviously. Like, who's the third guy? Like what's the untouchable? Yeah. Like, can we do something else? Like we can.
Aren't we doing like Cunha out? We're doing other midfielders out. Like just make it a double move and get Thiago. He's cheaper than any other midfielders. Yeah, I agree with that. Romford said, "Is Marcus Tav a pick with the Clive injury news? He should be nailed and on pens with Semenyo gone." I actually had him written down as well as Kroupi. Who, by the way, Kroupi is just everything advertised and more. He has 7 starts and 7 goals. He's fucking 18 or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, Kroupi and Mane we haven't talked about.
Mane too. So good.
I mean, I'm just still like very concerned about what this post Semenyo Bournemouth team without Clive and Adams is going to look like. Like I'm enough worried that I don't want to preemptively get anybody.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because it's also with this, it's like, especially Bournemouth, we've like teased and kind of talked about it a little bit, but like the back four is just fucking problematic. Like the spine and the back four and the goalkeeper, like the whole thing is bad. And you can look at without Semenyo, sure, you can pencil in like maybe it's Adley or it's Kroupi and Evan Nielsen, and one's playing kind of wing with Tav and Scott and Brooks are in there. It's like, okay, we make the 11. I was like, I don't think it's like that good. I don't know. I'm like,
and for his price, I'm like, yeah, I could get on board with that. I'd rather you start Tav than like most other cheap mids.
How could you get Tav over Hilson? Like that's not.
Yeah,
possible.
I wouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't do that. But
that's insane.
But
what team owns both? No team.
But pens will dictate which one was right and which one was wrong. If Bournemouth win 4 more pens for the rest of the season, which doesn't seem impossible, then Tav was right.
Evan Nielsen could still take them.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it is possible.
I mean, he's taken them before. He's
taken one or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Kroupi will take them.
Yeah. I'm pretty out on, honestly, I'm pretty out on Bournemouth, like for now. And we also don't know what they're going to do in January. They're not going to do nothing.
They're not going to do nothing.
This isn't a finished article.
Competition. Yeah.
This isn't a finished article, and the team is just.
You don't need to be the first one there. You don't need to be the first one there.
Yeah. It's the team's really fucked up, and I think you just want to take a step back, see how things settle, and just have none of these players probably.
Yeah, probably.
But let's actually, I do want to actually talk about Mane, because, I mean, he's
so
fucking
good. He's an actual star.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little teenager, but he's just great. I mean, he's just really good.
He's 18. He was like their top youth guy.
Yeah.
And he's just exploded onto the scene and just been like outstanding.
Yeah. And I mean, the way they play with Edwards and just like the freedom and the openness, like he's expressing himself every game, and he's just a kid. He wanted to take the pen.
Yep.
he plays off of Arokadare really well. Like I mean, he's sort of like a winger, like inside forward, kind of that like dream FPL kind of role. I feel like he's fucking 4-5. Like he's
4-5 forward who's actually nailed and good.
And he has a 15% pen share when Hwang is not playing.
You wouldn't get him over Kroupi though, right now.
I would. The minutes, I mean, it's a minutes play there because I still don't.
Yeah, I mean, you would not say Kroupi's nailed. He's obviously not nailed, but how can he? If you're making assumptions that no Clive, no Semenyo, it's like there's not that many guys, you know.
I just don't know how I still don't believe him and Evan Nielsen can coexist in the same 11.
Well, they both started last game. They both started a few games. Yeah.
I know that. I don't think that makes sense to me. And I mean, I have enough doubt there when I look at with Mane, where it's, he's just, one of their best players, that he's just going to play as many minutes as he can handle. And he looks like he's loving it.
He's legit.
He's
really exciting and good. Nothing he's doing is just a hot run or fraudulent. He looks amazing. He looks genuinely amazing. Yeah.
And he's a kid. So, yeah, I mean, I would pick Mane over Kroupi right now if I was getting a forward in that bracket. And I mean, I think it is an interesting exercise to see like because I know we've been down this road before with Cameron Archer. But I mean,
cheat code.
I will be accountable and raise my hand
Brewster.
Up. Brewster too. Yeah, I mean it's both, but he could be just a starter.
Wait, now I'm getting flashbacks. This is bad.
You're getting re-traumatized, but
I am. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, let's get the 4-5 striker on the worst team in the league. Wait, what?
Well, they're not the worst team in the league.
They're not the worst team in the league.
Yeah,
they're the second worst.
You could definitely make a case that Mane is just a start every week player. And like, what does that unlock in your team? It's exercisable. I mean, it's something to look at, I think. Like, it's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we have so rarely, we use the Archer and Brewster examples already, but we so rarely have nailed 4-5 forwards who are exciting, at least, but like, if I'm thinking back to the last question about Ekadike, like if there's some like, his hamstring's still blah, he's whatever, he hasn't been training. It's like, Jesus, you're not far away from being able to do like Ekadike down to Mane and a midfielder to Palmer or something, or Bruno. Like you could almost definitely do that with any midfielder who's not like Devaney priced. That's crazy. Yep. That's like really insane. Yeah,
I think it's a little tricky. I mean, like to classify him too, though, as a forward. Like I know he's kind of a little reverse out of position. Yeah, I mean, he's sort of just like a winger inside forward, which is, it's a little bit tricky because in the past when we look at like a Brewster, right? It's like, oh no, he's just a striker. They're 3-5-2. He's one of the two. Like he's just the furthest forward guy. Like there are a lot of times like Mane's just progressively building up, or he's dribbling, or he's taking on, or he's making the pass into the area. And, there is some air to his 2 goals in 2 where like, is he going to be racking up these like monster shot numbers in the box in the area? He has been, but I am skeptical of that. I mean, they also just played fucking Western and at Everton with 9 men, eventually. So like he's
advantageous scenarios. You're saying,
he's on Wolves, like just to slow it down a little bit. Like we're not looking at like a returning game or something.
No, which is where the hesitation of like, is he a weekly starter? No, he's probably not. But like when we're talking about like an 8th attacker, or someone who you're happy with coming off the bench, and like home Bournemouth in 24 is like. I'd start him. Like
Newcastle, you'll start too for sure.
Yeah, like these games that are just crazy and up and down, and that's how Rob Edwards wants them playing. It's like that. Those are great fixtures for him.
Yeah, and I mean, I still like Arokadare has just blanked a few in a row, but
he's been great too.
He's been great, and
Yeah.
he has, he says the minutes like he's only 1 million more, but he is actually the striker.
Yeah.
And you just as easily could have seen, him have 2 and 2, and we're talking about him instead.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are both exciting players. They're both interesting in their own right, in their own ways. So
it's a little sad just for like our enjoyment of the game and their FPL pick that like it took this long to get to Rob Edwards. It took this long to get these guys integrated, all this thing, and they're just so relegated already. Because, if this happened 8 weeks earlier, it'd be like, listen, they're playing well. They could climb out of this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, too little
too much. Yeah. They're too far behind in the race.
Bolter said a renewed cry for help. Emmy Martinez replacement. Voltaire's gone through every keeper in the game.
This year. He's gone through a lot this year.
Yeah. Ripped off at half for Bizot. Marco.
I can't believe that Queeve is fourth in the points totals.
You had it right all along. Hold Queeve and
right
Baldy.
All along. I had it right
literally
all along. Had it right all. I just didn't hold my nerve.
Queeve is a good pick. I still want to be cheap and keeper. There's not that many 4-5s, honestly. Like I'd much rather have Queeve than like Petrovic or Bart. Sells might have his job back. I don't know.
If they had an actual good center back to play with Collins, they would be legit.
Well, I agree. But when your keeper's Queeve and Ayer or Vandenberg just concede pens, also good.
Doesn't matter.
Hear me out.
I mean, that's
even
dropping Vandenberg was everything. Yeah. Absolutely everything. But
I don't think they're a good defense. They're not a good defense.
Where is Fuckok? What happened to him?
I
loved him.
He was great. He was great. I think he's just old.
Is he hurt? He's too old? Yeah.
I don't even... Is he still on Brentford's books? Yeah, he has 3 appearances this season. I don't remember that.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not even that old. Yeah. I don't know. Just a lot of injuries or something.
Why did Emmy get off at half? Did they say? Was it the same back? His phantoms?
Some sort of injury.
Wasn't interested in the game.
I think he looked Brennan Johnson in the eyes and he just froze like Medusa. He just said, I can't. I got away with one against this kid and it's not going to happen again.
It's not Rofes.
Well, they also get all their AFCON guys back soon. So they might also start playing better soon. And Diarra's fit. He's been amazing.
I think you're just buying a little bit too high there.
Yeah, like I just want to save. Like except for Dubravka, who's illegal to own. You can't own him. He's too fucking bad. Burnley are just unbelievably bad. That's why I think it's just Queeve.
Could be Queeve.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Let's see.
We're getting long here. Let's
we are getting long here. Let me scan.
It's a long time to consume, I suppose.
It is, yeah, and we have a week off also. But let me see. I'm just scanning. No, let's just move on. I could save some of these questions for a week from now. Some of them are sort of macro lifestyle or macro, wider view things that we could talk about in a week. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let me slap asses. We got 2 new signups. Everyone needs to just join, fill out the cup form. Stop fucking putting it off to the last day. There's always 20 people that do that every season, and then they're DMing me last second, and it usually ends up me being like, sorry, dude, there's no more spots. You fucked up. And then they're sad. But these 2 guys who just signed up, hopefully are already in. Tyler Hiller and Jack Rudd. Yes, baby, get in there. Oh, I'll see you in a week, brother.
See you in a week. Enjoy the football weekend.
You too.
Playoffs. That's not bad, actually.
Not bad is an understatement. I'm fucking ready for some NFL right now.
We got something this weekend at least.
Yeah. All right. Check us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FMLFPL Sports Twitter.com/FML. Subscribe, rate, review. Cheers.